Chapter 27. At the Forgotten Dragon Capital. Midray. Ah, those detestable bastards, how dare they mock us with suggestions of cooperation. Hermes. Hey now, we only need to do what they ask us this one time. I mean, there's not much we can do about it. Their commander Yamza had a written order from Lady Milam herself. Midray. Quiet, Hermes. I don't need you to tell me what I already know. Hermes. She really destroyed Eurazania with that Rimuru guy. I guess even someone like Lady Milam has her issues, or maybe it could be her obsession with her new big brother at work. Did he ask her to be a part of it? Midray. Watch your tongue, Hermes, don't you ever doubt the actions of Lady Milam again, and this big brother of hers brings her much joy. I've never seen Lady Milam so happy. To speak ill of him is to speak ill of Lady Milam's interests. Hermes. Right, sorry, Father Midray, it's because he's so soft on her that we have to suffer all the time. Though, well, regardless of that, despite his strength, he seemed like a decent enough guy, and I think Lady Milam did mention something about them being close kin but not in great detail. Midray. Still curse that Clayman, the audacity. Imagine forcing Lady Milam to write an order like that. Hermes. It is strange, but it was definitely the lady's handwriting, and since it's an order we have to comply. Clayman's entire army is ravenous, the lot ate all the food from our third storehouse, there's only 7 houses left, we're gonna have a real tough time until the next harvest season. Midray. Bastards. Hermes stared at Midray's head as he got angry, it turned red as veins stuck out. He tried to contain his laughter as he thought to himself how it looked like a red melon, and soon they were being approached by Yamza. Midray. Yamza, the magical swordsman of ice, hey, be on your guard, Hermes. Hermes. Understood. They both faked smiles as he got within speaking distance. Yamza. Hello Father Midray, thank you again for supplying our forces with food. When you have an army of 30,000 to take care of, it never seems like there's enough to go around. Midray. I'm just honored we can be of help to you at all, though I have unfortunate news, we cannot afford to supply you any more resources. If people went hungry, I'm sure it would greatly sadden Lady Milam. Yamza crushed the apple he was holding. Yamza. What's this crap you're spouting? Lady Milam is the one who made this choice. Yamza rubbed the remains of the crushed apple on Midray's forehead. Yamza. We're the ones having to clean after the stupid mess of her and that brother, or whatever, of hers, so you should try treating us with a little more respect, well. Midray. Right, please forgive me, for a moment there I was unable to think of anyone but our own people. Rest assured we will do anything we can to assist you, don't hesitate to ask us for help. Hermes. No melon head this time. Well, if he lost his temper, these guys would probably use it as an excuse to wipe out the whole country. Yamza. Is that so? Then I'm sure you'll be happy for another opportunity to help us. You can at least transport supplies for us, can you? Hermes. What, now, hold on just a moment. First you steal all our food and now you want free labor too. Yamza didn't hesitate to slice Hermes' left arm off. Yamza. Trash, shut up. Hermes glared up at Yamza with defiance as he held what remained of his left arm. Yamza. Oh, you still don't know your place. I guess you wanna die, huh? He said as he pointed his sword at his face. Hermes. This fool's on some kind of damn power trip. Midray kicked Hermes into a pillar. Midray. I do beg for your forgiveness, Sir Yamza. Don't worry, I will give this idiot a good talking to. Until then, please allow me to apologize on his behalf. Yamza. HMPH. It's never easy having an idiot in your service. I'll forgive you. We'll be departing tomorrow morning. It would be in your best interest for you and your priests to be ready to go by then. When Yamza left, Midray grabbed the severed part of Hemra's arm. Midray. You really are stupid. To be fair, I tried to warn you. Hermes. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't help myself. Midray. Activate holy magic, recovery. Midray healed Hermes' arm. Midray. It's fine, even with the priests away, the people won't face immediate hardship. Still, he makes me so angry. How dare he come here and injure Lady Milam's people? Hermes. Father Midray says the guy who kicked the stuffing out of me, yeah, he's a real jerk, maybe I should kill the guy. Midray. You fool, you'd never best him. Hermes. You're right, that sword of his is trouble, it kinda seems like he was hiding something else of his too. Midray. Agreed, typical for a henchman of that underhanded tyrant demon Lord Clayman, seems he won't show his hand so easily, a real man would achieve victory by bearing all. Hermes. It's true. Midray calmed down and offered Hermes a hand to help him get up. Midray. Come along, Hermes, we leave tomorrow. Hermes. Yes, sir. Hermes took his hand to get up. Midray. Still, though Lady Milam's continued absence worries me. The next night, due to Rimuru's interference, Clayman's forces had no luck finding anyone in the remains of Euryzonia. They continued to march at nightfall, and the forces led by Benimaru were ready to strike. Benimaru. Just as we planned, Clayman's forces are being lured into the trap that Geld has set. We'll find it harder to lose than to win. Albus. The battle's as good as over. Once the trap's been sprung, the enemy forces will be too devastated to recover properly. Benimaru. You think so, Miss Alvis? Albus. Oh, please feel free to call me Alvis, Sir Benimaru. Benimaru. But you're not one of my subordinates. Albus. Yes, that's certainly true. However, for the moment, we lycanthropes are fully entrusting you with the command of our ranks, Sir Benimaru. Benimaru. Understood. Well then, for the duration of this campaign, you shall be my aide. Albus. It will be my honor to help. I accept your offer. Benimaru. That being said, there isn't that much work left to do. At this point in time, our victory is all but guaranteed. Albus. Yes, I tend to agree with you. However, it seems as though a few powerful adversaries still remain in their ranks. Benimaru. That's true, we'll send in Geld's team once we're sure of their strength. Sufia. Hang in, it'd be better if we handled that mission. Phobio. Please, Supreme Commander, this is the lycanthropes' homeland. If we let you do everything, Lord Carrion will be utterly furious with us. Albus. Please, Sir Benimaru, we will entrust the command of the army to you, but please grant us permission and allow the three of us to eliminate the leader of the enemy's forces. Sufia and Phobio. Please, sir. Benimaru. Tisk, did you let me lead as Supreme Commander so you can do this? Albus. Sorry, whatever do you mean, Tilda? Benimaru. Alright then, I plan to include you three in the attack anyway, so this only solidifies the idea. However, if it starts to look like you can't win, then you should withdraw. We can't afford to be careless with these fools. Albus. Yes, we are well aware. Sufia. The traps should be activated pretty soon. Albus. What will we do with those that are caught in the trap? Benimaru. Lord Rimuru has instructed me to do with them as I best see fit, but to be honest, I believe that to be a test of his, so we should take prisoner anyone who loses their will to fight. Worst case scenario, Lord Rimuru orders them to be killed later, but I suppose if we can make use of them we might as well keep them around. Albus. You serve your lord well to think. With his intentions on the battlefield. Benimaru. It's the least I can do when everything I have in him is in debt to him. Doing everything I can to suit his tastes is a given. It's time, now, Geld, it's your move. Geld. Understood. The battle began with Geld and his army trapping a majority of the army into their own craters. Those that tried to fly out were defeated by Gabaru and his troops stationed in the air, and those that tried to climb out were beaten back in by the orcs. The rest were picked off while in the crater quite easily. It was so far a flawless victory. Albus. I expected a bit more of a challenge. Benimaru. We've won. Albus. That was brilliant, nicely done. Benimaru. Yes, of course, but we still can't get too reckless. After all, we have a big job left to do. Albus, Sufia, Phobio, starting now, I permit you three to act on your own, so go and defeat the enemy leader. With excitement over those orders, they took off. Sufia went after the Dragon Faithful. Accompanied by Gabaru and his loyal merry men, Phobio went after Terran footmen, Albus went after Yamza. Benimaru. Now, what will you two be doing? Carrera and Ultima appeared from the darkness. Carrera. No need to worry about us, Sir Benimaru. Ultima. We've already been given separate orders from Lord Rimuru on what to do. Benimaru. I see. If it is Lord Rimuru's will, then I won't stop you. Ultima. We'll take our leave now. Carrera and Ultima left. The battle seemed to go the same way so far in all categories. Clayman's forces were being annihilated, Yamza was defeated, and a weaker Charybdis was forcefully summoned in his place at the cost of his life, but was easily beaten by Benimaru. Benimaru. To have this much power to the point where defeating Charybdis is as simple as swatting a fly, Lord Rimuru is truly generous to grace us with so much power. Albus was in disbelief at the strength displayed by Benimaru. Benimaru. Albus, I have business to attend to. As of this moment, you will assume command of all troops as my aide. Albus. Right, it would be my pleasure, thank you, sir. Midray. Impossible. How did he manage to beat it without breaking a sweat? Hermes. Who the heck is he? A demon lord. Lady Milam is one thing, but how can a normal Majin have such a terrifying ability? He has to be some kind of monster. Gabiru. You mean Sir Benimaru? Sufia. Hold up, what's going on? What did you guys see out there? Hermes. Well, I'll do my best to explain it to you. Midray. No, it appears that won't be necessary. Benimaru approached them with his sword on his back. Benimaru. Hey, I hear you've been entertaining some of my men. Hermes. Whoa, he's scary. Benimaru and Midray stared each other down. Sufia. Wait a second, Sir Benimaru. Gabiru. These people are subordinates of Lady Milam, and not just any subordinates, they're warrior priests of the Dragon Faithful. Sufia nodded in agreement. Benimaru. Is that so, Lady Milam? Truly. Gabiru. Yes, they were even kind enough to heal our wounds with their healing magic before you got here. Benimaru. I understand it's possible I was a bit overzealous. It's just that you seem like the biggest challenge on this battlefield, so I was instantly wary of you. Midray laughed. Midray. Please, you weren't being overzealous at all, and to be perfectly honest with you, I only healed their injuries in preparation for a much greater disaster. Benimaru. I see, so what's next for us? Are you wanting to spar? Midray. Yes, good question, I'm not entirely sure what we should do. Benimaru. As for us, we were given strict orders from our master not to stir up trouble with his little sister's people. Midray. Fair enough, while I always enjoy a proper fight, that doesn't mean I want an all-out war or anything. My only desire is to find out which of us here is stronger. Benimaru. Well, I can relate to that sentiment. I was unsatisfied with Charybdis as an opponent and do want to test the limits of the strength Lord Rimuru blessed me with after all. Midray. I myself am curious to see what a subordinate of Milam's, big brother, has to offer. Benimaru and Midray made steps to get closer to each other, but the previous actions did cause both sides to worry and attempt to intervene. Hermes. Whoa, that is a terrible idea. Gabiru. Yeah, please, Sir Benimaru, who knows what disasters will befall us, especially if we harm Lady Milam's warriors. I imagine Lord Rimuru would be extremely displeased. Hermes. And Lord Rimuru is Lady Milam's dearest, big brother, remember you two fighting would be a horrific tragedy for sure. Benimaru. Yes, I already know that. Midray. Yes, I know you fool. Benimaru. If I don't fight to kill, it's hard to tell if I'd win or lose. As interesting as that sounds, I'm not one to intentionally test my lord's patience. Midray. Yes, good point. Midray pats Benimaru's back. Midray. After seeing the power you used against Charybdis, I sincerely doubt I could survive a similar attack from you. Midray said and laughed. Sufia, Hermes and Gabiru were relieved that their confrontation didn't result in conflict. Footman. Oh ho, what a plot twist, not Yams's betrayal that was expected, but the part where Charybdis fell so easily was surprising. Tear. I know even we can't take on that devastating creature. Footman. Clayman's forces were annihilated. The plan has failed, the losses suffered here are far too great, really should have done as he said and sat there quietly and played nice like a good little boy. Tear. I know Laplace even warned him about this. Clayman has no one but himself to blame. Footman. On that note, Phobio was quite worn down. Geld could easily keep fighting, but had to cover Phobio as they noticed Geld was relatively strong, so they focused on Phobio, putting Geld on the defensive. Footman. We need to report this turn of events to him, so we'll have to end our little game early. Ultima. Oh, must we? And just when it seemed like things were just getting fun around here. Footman and Tyr tensed up at the voice behind them, but before they could do anything else, Ultima slashed them both. They were poisoned and on the ground. Ultima. Honestly, Geld, you would have been fine if you'd have cut your losses with that weakling and focused on yourself. When you look bad on the battlefield, you make Lord Rimuru look bad. Footman. So the rumors about the primordial violet serving under the boy of the forest were true after all. Ultima blasted Footman with a weaker concentration of her magic, not enough to kill him, but enough to make it hurt. Ultima. I don't particularly appreciate that name anymore. My lord was gracious enough to bless me with the name Ultima, so I'd appreciate it if you used it. Tyr. This is bad, those two were fine, but with her here, we may actually be in trouble. Ultima. Lucky for you two, the pain you're left with is a simple warning to you and your masters to not mess around in our nation anymore or else you both would be dead by now. Well, not without a bit of interrogation. That is, oh, and don't think you guys are safe in any way. My master's message was this: we know what you are, with that best to run, or do I have to put in a report that you both were resisting too much? Tyr got up but barely. Tear. Hey, now let's not get too hasty. Footman, we'll be sure to get out of your hair now. Ultima, how cooperative of you. Oh, and don't worry about us seeking vengeance, Master will get his fill of that soon. Footman and Tyr were concerned about what that could mean. Was Clayman in bigger trouble than they thought? They wondered to themselves, but they knew they couldn't waste time thinking about this. They made their exit as swiftly as possible. Ultima, well, that's my job done. I wonder if I may get some praise for this, Ultima said with a blush. Meanwhile, Rimuru was making final preparations to arrive at Walpurgis with Seal and Shizu. Rimuru, I'm glad no one took it too personally that I was taking you both with me. Seal, everyone seems in agreement that Master shouldn't go to Walpurgis without me or Azrael, and while I loathe being compared to her, it is logical. Rimuru, I suppose that makes sense, and given that they are familiar with Shizu's history with Leon, I'm glad no one objected to her going as well. Shizu, it's been a long time since I've seen him, and here we meet again. Rimuru, are you nervous? Shizu, well, I'd be lying if I said I felt nothing, but I don't feel hesitant about it. Rimuru, that's good to hear, Veldora. Make sure you work with Chloe in watching over the nation while I'm gone. If anything seems too out of hand, then let Azrael know. Veldora, I doubt anything that serious would come by knowing I'm here and what this nation is capable of. Besides, I wouldn't want to bother her, Veldora said as he was reading another of his sacred texts. Veldora, more importantly, this new story is amazing. I was put off by having to scroll down to read it, but such a new format is quite interesting. I've thought of some new attacks to use based on it. I hope I get the chance to use it. I'm quite impressed with someone who can grow so quickly. Seal, just don't mess anything up while we're gone. Veldora, come on, Seal, you can trust me. Seal, I highly doubt that. Veldora, geez, you don't have to be so mean all the time. Ramirez, these books really are interesting. I can't wait to see how it all ends. Rimuru, new form but same old Ramirez, well, I guess that's a comforting thought. They soon sensed it was near time. Trainee, the time has come. Ramirez, yep, that's our ride. Soon, the door to Walpurgis arrived. Rimuru, thinking back, I guess the design makes sense given the situation. As the door opened, Misery walked out of it. Misery, hello, I've come to collect you, Lady Ramirez. Misery's eyes slightly widened as she witnessed Ramirez in her prime in front of her, surprised that she was returned to this state so soon. Ramirez, it's been a while, Misery. How's your partner Rain doing? Misery, as well as ever, thank you for asking. Ramirez, I see you've noticed how I've changed, amazing, right? Misery, quite, and I assume you're Lord Rimuru. Rimuru, you would assume correctly. Misery, I've heard about you from my master Guy Crimson. Rimuru, well, I guess I should be flattered I got his attention. Misery, please proceed once you're ready. Ramirez, Beretta Trainee, let's get moving. Trainee, of course, Lady Ramirez. Beretta, coming, my lady. Rimuru, I guess we should make our way there as well. Shizu, right, Seal, understood, master. Veldora, if anything happens, feel free to give me a shout. Seal, if we're that desperate, I'd say the day is already lost. Rimuru, thanks, I'll keep you posted, see ya later. As Rimuru and his party walked through the door, Misery followed them, and the door closed. To be continued.